Greetings, everybody. Hope you're okay. Hope you're fine. It is a beautiful day here. It is the 22nd of July, 2021. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're fine wherever you are. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to plan all the way to the end, because sometimes we do not plan for the emergencies, for the setbacks, for the obstacles. So how to plan all the way to the end, all the importance of it. So if you do not know me, my name is Joshua, and I'm a mindset coach. I help people how to think positive, be emotionally intelligent, and also takes positive, smart action. So if you're new to advancing mindset, we're all about, as you know, the mindset of persistent excellence. Keep on moving forward, no matter the challenge or obstacle, whatever you're faced with. Keep moving forward. Be persistent, be consistent, and stick to your goals until they are fruitful or you achieve them. So I guess again, if you're new, welcome to this channel, and you can subscribe to the channel over there. Below is our website, and you can look at our social media right over here on the side. Also click the bell for notifications so you can get notified when we go live. Welcome to Advancing Mindset. I'll be your host for the rest of the session. So give me your time, give me moments, give me next at least 20 minutes to half an hour, and I promise you I'll add value to you. So if you think you like the video at the end, please like the video. You can share it or comment below and let others know about it. You can also embed it in your website. That'll be amazing. But all in all, I want to talk about how to plan to the end. So I'm going to read through a book. So the ending is everything. So plan all the way to it, taking into account all the possible consequences, the obstacles, and the twist of fortune that might resolve your hard work and give the glory to others. So by planning to the end, you'll not be overwhelmed by circumstances, and you will know when to stop. So gently guide fortune and help determine the future by thinking far ahead. Welcome to Advancing Mindset. So we're going to plan all the way to the end, and you will know when to stop. So gently guide your fortune and help determine the future by thinking far ahead. Welcome to Advancing Mindset. So welcome back to Advancing Mindset. We're going to talk about the beauty and the importance of planning to the end. As I read before, it helps you look at all the obstacles. Because we plan, but in life there are always obstacles. But most times the obstacles, there are consequences of actions, the things you should not plan for. There's the legal implications, the relationships, those you've paid, the enemies, those who want your time and effort. So all these are things you have to take into account when you are planning, when you're setting something. Different events, you're going to look at what you're going to do, the timing as well. You can look at also people who are getting involved, those who might say no, things which might go wrong, those who might delay. Do you have a contingency plan? If something goes wrong at every stage, do you have a plan to put it back or to pull it back into course, isn't it? Times we always plan, well, take a plan for 1 year, I'm going to do this for 1 year, but within 1 year, things change, isn't it? Within 1 year, things always change. So the best example is you, because you have planned to do some things and you have not achieved them. We all have them. So we are all our best examples of planning to fail or failing to plan. We are all great examples whereby today I'm going to do this, and then the day passes, you don't do it. So why is that? Because one, you don't take into consideration the effects, what you've said, the magnitude, availability, the time we have, our schedule. So what's the things we normally don't take into consideration when we are planning to do something? If busy, maybe you will not be around. Maybe something might come up. Yesterday, I made a mistake. Happened to be perfect yesterday. Somebody was like, hey, so it was 1 o'clock. Somebody was like, hey, I was getting some feedback for some form which had filled in. And said, okay, so every day, 9 p.m. we could play ping pong. I was like, I'm free for now, yes. That's a time, yes, I'm definitely free today. When the sun goes down, it's gonna be cooler, so I'll meet you 9 p.m. I knew I was going to meet somebody around 3 p.m. I was going to meet somebody to help meet somebody else, but I didn't think it was going to take that long until probably 9. Probably going to take 2 or 3 hours, maybe maximum. So I thought, yeah, 9 o'clock is perfect. From 3 to 4, maybe if they come late, they'll be finished by 8 or 7, and I'll go play ping pong. So yeah. Yeah. But I think I totally forgot about it. As soon as I left there, I totally forgot about it. Because I was confident that I was going to make it. I had no plans yet for the evening. Later one lady wanted to come and meet her friend. I was like, yeah, come. Somebody wants to meet you over there. So someone is looking for help, needs a job. So could you please connect her or help her out? So she's supposed to come 3 o'clock. She came around 4 or 5. I was like, oh, problem. So she entered to the person who was looking for that. I made exchange numbers. I tried talking that. But it went on until past 9. And I forgot. Somebody calling me, hey, you had ping pong. Like, oh my goodness me. I totally forgot. I said, yeah, I'll be half an hour. I just need to finish up, round up this meeting, then I'll definitely come back fine. But it took me until 10 o'clock. I'm like, nope, too late. Sorry. I'm like, oh my goodness me. So that was a mistake. That was last night. So I did not plan all the way to the end. Even still today, you still forget some things to plan. Imagine, after all the mistakes you have made, all the experience you have, sometimes you still forget to plan all to the end. It shows you're never old to make a mistake or to forget. I totally forgot that. Oh no, sorry, 10 o'clock now, it's too late now, like da. Like, oh. I had planned for everything, but I didn't plan for the time, and I should have called to say, okay, I'm going to be late or might not make it because I've got a meeting and it's carrying on, which I did not do. So that was purely my mistake. I should have told the people who were meeting, okay, I got to go by 9 p.m., but I wasn't assertive. But that was purely my mistake. When you got too many commitments and you're not assertive to say, okay, now I gotta go. I gotta meet somebody else. That was purely my mistake. So that happens when you plan. So those are examples. So look at yourself and see all the experiences that you've been through and you have not planned all the way to the end, and you know the disaster, the consequences of what happens. Sometimes by not planning to the end, you get through the when disaster strikes or when obstacles strike, you don't have a plan to bring it back into the course or into focus. So that's when most people fail, because we don't know how to bring things back. When things go off road or get distracted, that's when most people don't know how to bring it back. So that's the part where you need to really focus, because if everything's easy, it's okay, but when something goes wrong, it takes more than just planning to actually bring it back into, or to get back onto track. Because the main things, you gotta do a bit of willpower. Times you gotta know who to call, even call where to go. You're gonna be confident. Times you're gonna be assertive. Times you're gonna do the dirty work. You gotta find some people how much you love them. Times you gotta let people go. Times you gotta tell people not to come. So you gotta be a leader at that time and really step up. You gotta forget about who's your friend, who's your family. You gotta say that, do the right thing to bring things back on course. So that is the beauty of planning till the end. You have a picture of what might go wrong and you know how to do. So it's ready to plan just in case it happens. Okay, it's not working. This is the plan in case it doesn't happen. I've got a supplier. I've got a backup. I've got a car. I've got a flat tire. I've got a spare tire. You know, I've got another bank account where I've got enough savings or money for emergency times. In case one charger fails, I have another charger for my phone. You only have one laptop, you know, and 2 laptops just in case one's not working. You have 2 cameras, you know. So all these things are important. These are things you plan, like just in case things do not go according to plan, which they always do. So I don't think it's a bad thing, because that's normal. Sometimes we say I'm gonna catch the bus, but times the bus is late because it broke down or somebody was fighting with the bus or there was something wrong with the bus. So it's not about really our plans, the way things work. So we use the word plan. Plan is just a word we use to give ourselves a bit of power to say I'm in control, but to be honest, we're only in control of what we think and what we feel. What we plan, we really are not in control of it, because we're working with other people. You're out of control of other people. Sometimes you can give a certain amount of control, which is an illusion, but when you're working with many people, to be honest, you're out of control sometimes. You gotta know just how to bring them back. That's when you become a true leader, because everything out there is external. You can't even control the internal. So working others, the word plan really doesn't really hold ground. It's just something we put, something just to see, but something that's a guideline. But you know, things happen, things change. So that's when you have to be on point, ready for things to go bad, things to go good both ways, and be ready for that. So all around history, people have planned, from wars, from beginning companies. Some people have failed, products launches which have failed, some have succeeded. There are very, very many stories about people who tried this, did that, went to war, and some planned, some did not plan, some forgot to a small mistake which cost them their lives or cost them lost the victory they were applying for. Some planned all the way when they said, no matter what, I'm going to win. They took all precautions, all measurements, and they were determined, and they had a great plan behind them, backup plans, all continuous plans, this and that, and they went off and won the war, or they achieved what they were looking for. So that is the way you want to do. So look at the stories, look at both of them. It's good to read the failure stories so you can see what they did not do, and read the success stories so you can see what they did. So you know what not to do or what to avoid, and then you can see what you need to do as well. So read both sides, the positive and the negative. They are very important. Positive and negative is a must for everything. Negative shows you what you don't need to do. Positive shows you what you need to do, isn't it? So I'm going to read from a book. I'm called Experience Shows that if one foresees from far away the designs to be undertaken, one can act with speed when the moment comes to execute them. That is by a guy called Cardinal Richelieu from 1585, way back in history. If you can see far ahead, if you got a vision, you can see far ahead and see what you're going to do. Then you have the speed of execution, because you don't know where you're going, then you'll be slow, you'll be confused. But if you exactly know what you've planned, then you can see far ahead, then you can know exactly what to do, and you can execute, because speed is everything. Once you're slow, things drag, because time waits for nobody. 1 hour is 1 hour. If you say you're going to wait, 1 hour will pass, time waits for nobody. So the quicker you are, the better time will reward you with quickness. Time always rewards those who are bold and quick. Time never rewards those who are timid or shy, or that. It will never reward you, no matter how clever you are, how brilliant you are, good idea. If you're slow or you're timid, it won't allow you, because things move forward. So time rewards those who are bold and quick to make decisions and act upon them. So one thing to plan is look at the end in mind. The first point that we talk about is when you're planning is look at the end in mind. Where do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? People now begin from today, tomorrow, I want to lose weight. No, look at the end goal. What you want to achieve. You have to break it down and say, what do I want to do? How much do I want to do? How am I going to do it? Who's going to help me do it? So plan from the end and say, I want to make a list. I want to analyst, for my whole lifetime, I want to analyst $5 million or $10 million in my lifetime. How can I achieve it? By next 10 years, I want to do this. I want to lose 60 pounds or 60 kilograms of weight in the next 5 weeks by December. So you'd have a deadline of when your goal must be. That's when your mind gets into action. Because if there's no deadline, you'll keep on going. There's always an ending for something. Don't just say, I'm going to do this by when I don't know. It'll take you years to finish it. Unless you're married. Married is good whereby forever, lifetime, year. But so it's always good to have if you're having a goal or a plan, always know by which date you want it to be accomplished. Because that's when you're going to work towards something. That gives you something to work to. So say we're going to make a movie. When are you going to release? I don't know. So there's nothing to work to, so what's the point? So always start with the end goal or the end date in mind. The end is always the point. So talk about the end, what people are going to achieve, what are the features, the benefits of the ending, what people want to see. If it's a product, talk about the features, the benefits of what people are going to feel. The end result is what people want to know. So what is the end result? What do I get if I buy this product? What is it going to make me do? How am I going to feel? So think about the end for your services, for your products, for your relationships. Think about the end. This is a friend of mine. Think about the end. What are they? The characters. How will they help me in the end? How will I help them in the end? Number one is look at the end first and then work backwards. So number one is put the goal in the end. Visualize the end in the goal. And the goal in the end. And figure out what you have to go there. So by putting the goal in the end, so you can have a timeline. You have 1 year. From now will be, let's say, July 22nd, 2022. Now I have 12 months to work on my goal. If I say next year can be January or February or March or December or August. So if I say next year, July 22nd, by 10 p.m. I want to be done. That is so definite because that is a set time. July is good, perfect. 12 months, but if we're going to put July 22nd, now you know the date, the day of a month. If we're going to the time, now you know the time. And that's how clear it is. So we know the date, even the time. Example, when people are submitting their homework or their dissertations in university, they tell them Friday by 5 p.m. So you know Friday, but you know 5 p.m. because that way is clear. If you don't know the time, people will not be sure. But Friday 5 p.m. is very clear and very assertive. So you know 5 p.m. is the deadline. So you know how much time you have on Friday. Or Friday has, before 5 o'clock, there are 17 hours in Friday. From before 5, up to 5 o'clock is 17 hours. So you know on Friday you have 17 hours to deliver or to upload your presentation or your, whatever you are giving. Could be your homework, a presentation, dissertation, Whenever you're also putting application, people normally say that. So if I give you a deadline, I always give you, I want to call me back by this time, this date by this time, so we know who is sure. That way you get those who are more committed, are the ones who normally show up and they'll do it. Those who have that time and they do it within the time, most times they are committed. So you can tell those come late, sometimes they're not very, it might be, it's not the problem, there's a mistake, but in most cases those who are later is either not really concerned or they're not really diligent with their time. So by putting a set date, those who come along are those who are working towards a date, the ones which you can look around and commit to. So that's the first thing about planning. Always plan, start with the end goal in mind. Start with the end in mind. Always start with the end in mind. Your end goal, your end process, your end results. That is one thing to do. Number two now is you want to think of all the things that can go wrong when you're making a plan. Think of all the things that can go wrong. This might be late. I might lose my phone. If I'm going to doing a meeting, is your live stream? Is your video on? Is it working? Is your mic on? Yes. Is your profile okay? Ready? Do you have your heading right? Is your thumbnail on? Yes, correct. Have you prepared? Are you ready? Have you meditated? Have you focused? Have you gone through the material before you present? So what can go wrong? Do you have all the things? Is electricity working? Have you paid your bills? Compressor turned off? Is the light okay? Is the bulb working for your lighting? Is it fine? Is the mic okay? If you're traveling, what can go wrong is that, I might not have enough fuel. I might get into traffic. I might get a flat tire because my tires are not very good. My car might not go because something's wrong in the mornings. Like the engine's not working. Probably I'm putting enough oil. So other things you have to think along when you're going somewhere, doing something, going for a journey or having a goal. If you're traveling by train, will my trains be late? Might they be packed? Might get a seat? Might tickets go up? Might they strike? Where you're going at the end, is there a flood? Is there war? Is there things over there? Are they okay? Are they expecting you? So what's the things you have to put in place? What can go wrong? So you exactly know what can go wrong. Then once you know that, so list them down. If you're going to lose weight in 6 months, you're going to say, what may go wrong? I might quit. I might start eating again. I might start doing less. I might get a job. I might start go for a journey and forget what I'm doing. So that's what happens when you want to lose weight. You might never start eating again, or you might stop drinking, or you might cancel your diet, or people might talk you out of it. Other things. You're doing a business. What might go wrong? You might miss your deadlines. You might forget to pay your tax. You might forget to submit your documents. You might forget to pay your suppliers or your employees. You might get fined for something you're doing. People might sue you for some things which went wrong. So you have to think about everything that can go wrong. So if you have a clear picture of everything that can go wrong, then you have more control. So you know now what exactly can go wrong. So you can list everything that can go wrong. That's the second step. So once you do that now, 3, find solutions to everything that can go wrong. Have a plan. If this can go wrong, what can I do here? If people are not late, what can I do? What can I do? So once you list of everything that can go wrong, find a list of things which you can do in order to put them in place. So in case something goes wrong, what can I do? What's the next step from here? So the end goal, what can go wrong, and then how to solve the problem of things that can go wrong. If I get a flat tire, what can I do? Who can I call? If I get no customers and my money is gone, where can I get a loan from? If I get fined, how can I borrow money from? If I'm not losing weight and I start eating again, how can I stop? Who can help me? Who can be accountable? Those are things you have to put in place. Whichever goal you have, mostly it's relationships, mostly is traveling, mostly it is business, or it's love, or it's wealth, or it's health. Most things, the others there are all part of that. But always think of the things that can go wrong and then try and make a plan to see, okay, if this goes wrong, what can I do to bring it back into focus or bring it back onto course? If I lose my business, what can I do? Can I start again? If I lose my website, can I develop it again? Do a backup plan? Can I use my backup? If my mic doesn't work, can my laptop mic work? Can I use another mic? Can I just speak quickly? If my camera's not working, can I use a webcam? Is it good enough? Do I have a spare one? If somebody's late for a meeting, can I start without them? Do I have a copy of the presentation so I know in case I can lead? If someone doesn't turn up as you agreed, have you backed up yourself? Someone refused to pay you on time, do you have a backup in case they are not ready to pay? Are you ready to take action on them? So always prepare for the solution to the things that might go wrong. So you have them in your mind, ready to prepare. So what if this doesn't go right? What can I do? If the food doesn't taste good, can I buy food quickly? Can I put in some salt? If I forget to pay my rent, do I have something to do? Can I, figure it out? Always figure out the problems and then figure out the solution to the problem. So just in case it happens, because you do not want to be caught surprised. Surprises are not good sometimes. Sometimes they're good, but surprises like, oh, I forgot to pay tax. I forgot to pay my council tax. I forgot to update my website. I forgot to talk to that person. I forgot to pay my employee or my suppliers. I forgot to call my wife, my husband. I forgot to pick up my child from school. I forgot to put air in my tire. I forgot to close my door to my house. I forgot to switch off my computer when I went to the office. I left my house door open. I forgot to feed my family, These are things that happen. Oh, I forgot to wash, I forgot to bath my children. Those are things which people might forget, so you must have a plan instead. I forgot to get my bus pass. I forgot my money at home. I forgot my wallet. I forgot my card. Do I have a backup? So those are things which you must put in place. If you're going out to town, do I have a bag? Do I have my wallet? Do I have my money? Do I have my mask if you need one? Have I done my hair? Are my clothes well? You gotta always check before you do something. Have a checklist of things. This is that. So this can go wrong. What can I do with that? So you have more control. You have more. That's what gives you more confidence. So you have a plan. Okay, so who can I call? So the next thing, number 3, is who can you call? Who can you depend on when those things go wrong? Always know who can you depend on, or who can you call to assist you if anything goes wrong. We need their help. So we need someone who knows about the legal system. We need someone who knows about IT technician. Someone who knows about a doctor or nurse who knows about the body functions. Someone knows about your positive mindset. You need someone who knows about financial literacy. So you need somebody who's an expert in their field. All those people you need in your personal group. I'm not sure they're positive as well. Just because the expert doesn't mean they're positive, but you need to know. I need to call someone to business. Who can I call? Who can I talk to solve this problem, or to help me solve this problem? If you cannot do it yourself, who can I outsource to? So all those are things you need to help. But do not discriminate. You'll be surprised who can help you. Sometimes you think the person cannot, but you'll be shocked who will come to your aid. I was shocked, to be honest. But you don't know. I'm planning this party. Who can help me this? Who can do this? Are they good enough? Can I trust them? Or if not, are they wealthy? Will they make it on time? So you need to find out those who you can ask for help or depend on in a moment of trouble. Because when you're in need is when you know sometimes who are your true friends or those who you can depend on sometimes. Not necessarily that they are not helping you because they don't want to. Some people are busy. That is normal. So don't get angry when people are busy and they can't help you. It's not rude. But if you're desperate help and they say they're your friends and they say they'll come for you, if you have that mindset, if you're in that point where you're actually family, you're in a contract or in a friends and you're supposed to deliver and they don't, then that's the difference. If some normal friends are busy and working and I can't come up here, I'm at work, then I understand. If somebody don't find to pay you, I understand that. But if there's a contract whereby they have to deliver or in a relationship and they have to play their part and they don't, then you know that who they are. But always know who you need to call or ask for help when you are in trouble or when you need to do something. Because those are the times you need somebody. So always have a list of those you do. So number 1, think at the end. Start at the end in mind. Number 2, think of all the things that can go wrong. Number 3, you want to think of solutions to the things that can go wrong. Number 4, who can you call to help you on that? And then number 5, now you want to put it all down into writing. Or put it into writing, or you can use project management software. Now plug in everything what you've learned, put them in, put the pieces of the puzzle. Jesus Christ. Put the pieces of the puzzle together, isn't it? Or we'll make mistakes. And now see what else is missing. Now start from the beginning. What steps do I need to take now to begin? How do I begin? Where do I begin now? So that's the thing you need to put in place. And now you're going to put milestones. So once you put that in, put them together, and then now add milestones. By this date, what should I accomplish? By this date, review, feedback. By this date, how are things going? So put a date. Put alarms on your phone. By this date, this should be done. So put as a question, hey, Josh, are you finished writing your book? Page 2 of your book. Page 2, you're supposed to do it, but now, have you done it? Always put alarms and then ask questions on your alarm. So when your alarm goes off, you can say the question, have you read your book? Have you paid your tax? Have you done ABCD? So put those alarms on your phone or wherever you are for certain dates. Today is the 15th. Alarm is good because it waits until the date. You're looking at, are you time for the meeting? Are you ready? Have you got your books together? Have you prepared your car? That is the best reminder. Write everything you need to do down for that certain date, and then put a reminder or an alarm so it rings, and it rings so you can, when it rings and you see it, if you've forgotten, it will tell you exactly what you need to do. So that's the next number 5. Put it all together. And then number 6 was put reminders or milestones so which you can know, so you can remember. Because if you're by yourself, fine. If someone help you, good. But also put reminders just in case. And then in this case they don't come up or they do it, but put reminders. The 7th step is now to start taking action. Start taking action. How to start working on the goal. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's drive the car. Let's catch a train. Let's get married. Let's have children. Let's build a business. Let's start selling. Let's start making this event. The last step is the action. Without the action, you will not do anything. So all that's just plans, but the action is where the things start moving. Now everything starts coming together. So number 1, think of the end. Number 2, think of the obstacles. Number 3, think of the solutions to the obstacles. Number 4, who can help you do it? Who can assist? Number 5, put it all together in the software. Number 6, put reminders or milestones. Number 7, now you want to start taking action. Now let's put it together. Start writing the book. Start building the product. Start building the service. Start coding. Start learn how to code. Go to that school. Ask the lady out. Ask the man out. Let's have children. Let's build a house. Let us buy that car. Let's travel. Let's buy tickets to go traveling. Everything's planned. Everything is got there. So now you start doing the action. That's when without action, nothing happens. So when action, you start doing the actions, then you put your reminders in place. Something goes wrong, there's a plan here, you know that when that date comes, have you done this? Have you done that? Oops, nope, yes, no, yes, right. And you also must make sure you answer yourself, yes, I haven't, no, why? I was tired, I was lazy, but get onto it. Move on next part. Oh, something goes wrong. What did I do to plan it? Oh, yes, da-da-da. Oh, I've got more unexpected. What can I do? So now you look at what you plan to do at that time. Yes. Next milestone comes. Hey, feedback here. But now you should be here. Are you done? Yes. Actually, I've done more. Congratulations. Da-da-da. But then the end comes. So some things might take a year or 2. Some take 10 years. Some trees take long to grow. Some take a few months. But the bigger the goal, the longer it will take, and the more effort you're going to put in. The smaller the goal, the quicker it will come to manifestation. But all those are ways in which you can plan to the end. So those are 7 steps whereby you can plan to the end. So I hope you enjoyed that. So remember, planning is just a word we tell ourselves to. It helps because you have a visual representation, but things times might not go to plan. You must get a bit to know it because things always change. The world has its own idea. We all have ideas, but the world always wins, or life always wins, because life knows the best plan. Sometimes our plans are not the best. Sometimes what we plan doesn't come to fruition. Sometimes you be happy sometimes when the plans do not happen. Sometimes our plans, you think they're good, but once you realize, oh my goodness me, if I had married that person, if I had gone for that person, if I had bought that car, I'd have been gone a long time ago. If I had taken that food, if I had gone to that place, probably have been dead by now. Some things you plan to do, but sometimes they don't happen for a reason. And then you look back, sometimes you get angry. Oh, what? You rejected me, you don't like me, you didn't marry me, you shit on me, oh, she divorced, or let on you see the left in time, like, oh, thank goodness me. That plan did not go through because I was have been finished, like, oh my goodness me, thank goodness me, I didn't catch that train. Thank God I didn't marry that person. Thank God I didn't buy that business. Thank God I didn't buy that car. Thank God I lost that person. Thank God they rejected me because now I've got something better. So your plans are just something you want to achieve, but don't always depend on the plans. Use them as a guideline, but things always, if you get something better, adjust and move on. Don't say, no, this is my plan, nothing else is there. Let life happen to you. The plans are there, but in most cases, they just guidelines. But in the end, if you are on the mindset of achievement and you know that life always happens, life always has a better plan than you. Use it as a guideline. It's good for the small things. It really helps you get disciplined and be accountable and reliable. But go for it. Always plan with your things ahead. So plan, start to the end in mind, then obstacles, then solutions, people who you can trust, then write it down together. It can be a Gantt chart, it can be illustration, it could be project management, it could be in Excel, it could be in your notebook, in your diary. Then put reminders and take the action. That is the best way to start planning and get ahead. The best for everything you're going to do, and trust me, the more you plan, the more things get done. The more you rush, people might rush to start, but if you plan it ahead, it might take a while longer, but you get more done and you're more in control. You know exactly what to do. Some plans can take 6 months, 3 months, 1 year to achieve something. But once that thing is achieved, your results are great. The results are perfect. If you perfectly plan and plan perfectly, you have a lot more control and a lot more confidence in what you are doing. So have a great day. My name is Joshua. You can catch me here on Advancing Mindset. Once again, if you like the video and you further add value to you, do not forget to subscribe to the channel below and click the bell for notifications. I'm also on there. We're all there on social media. Below is our website. Check out for more inspirational and motivational content. So if you don't like the video, if you like the video, please like the video. Leave a comment below and let me know. Also give me some feedback on how it went. You think, what else can I do? Was I okay? Did I speak too fast? Was I clear? Did I miss some points? You know, it's always good to get some positive feedback. Thank you very much. So all in all, have a great day, and we shall see you again tomorrow for another video on mindset and how to achieve or plan what things you want to do to get success in your life and in all areas and aspects of whatever you are doing. Take care and goodbye.